Welcome into the ALABCA podcast. I'm your host, Caleb Brooks, and soon to be joined by some members of the HBCU All Star Game, some members of Alabama State, Stillman, and Tuskegee University, as well as Jarrell Calhoun, who will also jump on and is a big-time member of the Minority Baseball Prospects, which got this All Star Game started last year. And now here in year two have moved it from the Hoover Met in Hoover to SunTrust Park or Truist Park now over in Atlanta, home of the Braves, and should be an awesome event for these guys. So we're going to talk to some of these guys about their opportunity. As some of you know, the Alabama State team is actually heading up to Knoxville. So the guys that we're talking to for them are not going to be able to participate in the game, but they're going to be going and doing something way cooler, which is playing in the NCAA regionals and being one of 64 teams still playing postseason baseball. So we'll send you over to those interviews now. We'll talk to some members of the HBCU All Star Game coming up this week at Truist Park on Friday night. I want to welcome in Cory King from Alabama State University. And Cory was selected for the HBCU All Star Game, but isn't going to be able to compete in it because him and his squad is going to be heading up to Knoxville, Tennessee this weekend to play in the NCAA regionals, as they were able to win the SWAC conference and go on and end up in the regionals up there at Tennessee. And Cory, man, first of all, congratulations to you and to your team, man. I mean, it's just such an awesome thing for you guys to be able to go do this and to go to a regional. And as we were talking a little bit before we started this, you're from Atlanta, so it's a little bittersweet for you because you would have loved to go back to Atlanta, be at the Braves Stadium, play in this awesome event, but you're getting to go do something that only 64 teams in the whole entire country are going to get to do, and that's play postseason baseball this year.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely glad that we're able to go out here into regionals. But like you said, yeah, it's definitely a bittersweet kind of moment. I'm not able to make it to the MPB All-Star.
Tell me about this year for you guys. I mean, at what point did you really kind of feel like, hey, this group really maybe can go do something special and maybe we can be one of those teams that's playing in the postseason this year?
I felt like that probably in the fall, just meeting the team and getting to practice with them and everything. I felt like this was a good set of guys that I knew were going to take it far. And my only thing was I just didn't know how far we'd be able to go. And I'm seeing that we probably exceeded my expectations from what I initially had in the fall. But as we got into the spring, I could definitely see that we deserved and we worked hard enough to definitely win the SWAC. And now we're able to go to regionals and show the world what we're about.
Tell me about this group. What makes this group special? I mean, why has this been such a fun group to be around, and what makes this a team that is one of those that can go and play in the regionals?
I think what makes us the team that we are the best is that we really do act like a family. Like, we have a great diversity on our team, but we can all still come together when time is needed. We're all able to come together, and not just for baseball, but outside of the field and just have fun. And that kind of connection makes you better on and off the field. So I think that's like the biggest thing as to why I really felt the way I do.
Being from Atlanta, what was it about Alabama State? What made you want to go to Montgomery, Alabama, be a part of that program? And, this is a baseball program that for the last 10 years has been really, really good, been one of the better HBCU baseball programs. Was that a big key for you wanting to choose that place and wanting to be a part of that?
Yeah, I think, joining the SWAC was something that I wanted to do. And when Drew Clark reached out to me and asked me about coming to ASU, it was definitely something that stuck out to me. And like you said, I've seen the program and I've seen how well and how the momentum that they've been gaining over the years. And I said, that's something I'd like to be a part of. And I think that it really stood out to me. So it's something that I wanted to do.
Tell me about being named SWAC Player of the Year and Newcomer of the Year. I mean, that's got to be an awesome feeling to have those kind of accolades by your name now.
Yeah, I for most of the year I DH'd, and so I took the opportunities that I was given. I was given the opportunity to hit, and I took each at bat like could be my last. Like, really, the times that I didn't get a hit, it was like my teammates would laugh at me because I would be so mad that I didn't get a hit because I felt like that was my only way to contribute to the team as the DH. And so I took it most serious, but still as fun as I could. And I think it worked out for me in the end.
Where did your love for baseball really come from?
I've been playing baseball since I was 3. I mean, when you're young, you just kind of play every sport and see which ones you really like. And for some reason, baseball just stuck with me the most, and I just fell in love with it since I was young. I've always played.
Being from Atlanta, are you Braves fan growing up?
Yeah, I think it's just a hometown kind of thing. Just being able to, just a Braves fan, just off the top. Yeah.
So winning the World Series last year, I mean, that had to be a really, really fun thing to watch and to see that
Yeah.
happen for your hometown.
Yeah, that was really great. I think a lot of times people count out the Braves, and I'm just glad that they went out there and showed the world, like, really what Atlanta can do, what Georgia can do.
Then you get to back it up with a SWAC championship of your
Yeah.
own in the next baseball season and getting to go and play at Knoxville. What are you looking forward to them? I mean, I'm sure like everybody, you've seen Tennessee this year and what they've done, how good they've been. You've seen that atmosphere that they have up there. I mean, what are you looking forward to the most about going and being a part of that up in Knoxville?
Knowing that they're the number one team, I think it's just, if anything, it's just a great opportunity to go out there and be able to play them. I think that this is probably the best way to showcase what the SWAC and what ASU is about. You go up there and you play the number one team, and if you can really show the world that you're worth it, they'll see that.
When you look at Tennessee, what makes them so good? Tell me about that matchup, what y'all have noticed so far, and what y'all are going to try to attack for them to, some of the weaknesses that they have.
I know that we're watching them. They have a ton of guys that can swing it. They're just a heap of guys that just bats all over the place. And I think that it'll be fun to just watch them go against us. And I think at best, they have the bats, they have some good arms, but I believe that we have some great bats and some great arms ourselves. And just facing them, it'll be a challenge for us, and hopefully we can give them a good show.
Do you want a chance at Ben Joyce? Is that something that you would like to
Oh,
see that at 105?
definitely. Most definitely. I'd love to see his 105, 102, whatever he's got for me. I think I can hit him. I don't think there's a guy out here that I can't hit.
Tell me about this HBCU All Star Game. Even though you're not going to get to be a part of it, how big is this that you guys have something? I mean, last year I was at the Hoover Met and watched the whole game, and it was super competitive. And I mean, there was some great baseball out there. The first guy went out there pumping 93, 94, and showing off his arm. He's only a freshman last year. I mean, so having this event and now it moving over to Truist Park and being at a major league ballpark and getting the attention it's getting. How big is this for HBCU baseball and it, trying to move forward and continue to grow the game, especially within the Black community?
I think it's the best thing in the world right now to me. Sadly, like we explained earlier, I won't be able to attend it. This would have been my first time being able to attend it. But just seeing the amount of posts and the amount of people that talk about this and everything that it's getting, the attention it's getting, I think it's the best thing. It's going to pull a lot more minority players to just really, go out there and show what they're about. And I think for HBCUs, it's an amazing opportunity to get players to realize that the SWAC and other HBCU schools are still just as worth it.
Well, what would be your message to some younger baseball players, white, Black, Latino, whatever it is? What would be your message to them on, how they need to go about their business to end up like you one day with a chance to go and play in a regional and be on the biggest stage you can possibly be in college baseball?
I think the best piece of advice is to listen to your own self. Like you can hear everybody else and what they say may be good or bad, but at the end of the day, if it's what you want, if it's what you believe you deserve and you've worked hard enough for, it'll come for you. It'll come to you.
Cory, really, really appreciate you taking the time to join me this afternoon, man. Good luck to you guys. I'm really looking forward to watching you guys on TV this weekend against Tennessee and seeing how you guys go and do up there. And go enjoy it, man. I mean, like I said, you're getting to do something that a lot of people would, dream of. And it's an awesome opportunity. And again, hate you won't be in Atlanta, but you're going to get to do something really, really cool this weekend.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Good luck, man.
All right.
I want to welcome in now Breon from Alabama State University. And Breon just got done talking with Cory, and you guys are getting to do an awesome thing this weekend, heading up to Knoxville, Tennessee, getting to play in the regionals. You were also selected for the HBCU All Star Game, and like Cory, are not going to be able to go and compete in it, but it's for a good thing. It's for going and doing something that a lot of kids would kill and that they dream to do. And so, kind of tell me about this opportunity for you guys, getting to go up to Knoxville, getting to compete against the #1 team in the whole entire country, and having a chance to really shock the world.
I mean, the opportunity, is an opportunity of a lifetime. I knew going into the tournament that we'd have a good chance to win it all, but we needed a couple key performances on the mound. And the guys got it done. And couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity we're about to have.
You pitch, and kind of tell me about, what that's like to be out there on the mound, be the sole person, and you're in a conference tournament, and you know what you guys are playing for and the opportunity. And what's it like to be out there in the middle of that?
There's nothing like it, honestly. I've been in a championship game before, and I've been on the other side of it. And I'm out there. All I could think about was that taste that it left in my mouth after losing, and I knew I never wanted to feel that again. So I was going to go out there and just give it all I got.
How fun was it to be at Regents Park as well in Birmingham, to play at that gorgeous place, and the backdrop of Birmingham right behind the field? There's not really many nicer minor league ballparks out there than what you guys got to play in.
Oh yeah, everything was top tier out there. The crew and everybody, all the swag people that had everything to get the field nice and ready, because we had a lot of rain coming through before. Everything was top tier out there. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Not getting to play in this event this weekend, is it a little bittersweet for you? Obviously you're getting to go do something that's, playing in a regional and all that, but this is a great event, being at the Brave Stadium. So is it a little bittersweet not getting to be a part of it?
Oh yes, sir, definitely. 'Cause I got a chance to be a part of it last year, and it was probably one of the coolest things I've been a part of, because just not our one team was there. It was the top tier dudes of all the leagues, and it was a good time to come together and everybody share little tips and tricks that everybody has. It's just a great thing overall.
It was a super competitive game last year too. It was a really fun game to watch. I enjoyed being there at the Hoover Met. And it's like me and CJ talked about last year, they didn't even really promote it they didn't do it that long before. As this year, they promoted a lot more. And it was still a great crowd last year. And I expect with it being in Atlanta this year, it's going to be a really, really fun crowd there on Friday night.
Yes, sir. Whenever you get that much talent out there, you're giving the fans not much choice, but they have to come out there and see what's going on.
At what point during this year did you really kind of feel like with Alabama State, hey, this group maybe really can go do something special, and we have an opportunity to go do something big and go be one of those teams in the postseason this year?
I feel like, honestly, the week right before going into SWAC T, we played against a weekend series up in Huntsville against A&M. And our sticks came alive like I have never seen it. And we had a couple dominant performances on the mound. Our defense all year has been clean. So, after that weekend and we finally put it all together, I feel like I knew that we're putting it all together at the right time.
Cory kind of talked about, he said, I was a DH all year, and he's like, I kind of got made fun of because he's like, I took my at-bat so serious because it was the only way that I could contribute to the team, and it's the only time I'm out there. And with pitching, do you kind of feel the same way as, when you're out there? It's time to really be serious, time to really focus in, because this is my one opportunity in the weekend to really contribute to this group.
Yeah, especially as a starter, because that's what I've done mostly. And that means usually you're only contributing to the team once a week, besides the cheer and chatter in the dugout, which we all do a pretty good job at that too. But it gets stressful sometimes when you don't go out there and perform the way you want to, and you got a long week ahead of you to get right. You got to go up there and do it again.
You talk about, cheering from the dugout and doing that type of stuff. I'm coaching a little travel team, and I keep trying to stress to them, like, hey, when you're not in, you still have a way to contribute, and there's still something that you can do. What would be your message to those guys on, when you're not in the game and when you're not playing, you can still do something? And what are some of the things you try to do to really help this team and to, still contribute to the team even when you're not out there on the
mound? Well, a couple of my buddies, I go up there and I toss to them in the cage. I hit with them sometimes just to play around sometimes. But there's a bunch of key terms that we always come up with, and you never know when a hitter might hear that key term and it switched the whole AB around. And that's what he needed to hear at that moment to drive somebody in, get a base hit, lay the bunt down, whatever it may be.
What are you kind of looking forward to most about this weekend? Going up to Knoxville, facing the number one team, getting to face that lineup that they have. I mean, what really kind of gets you excited when you think about it?
Oh, I love going up against the best of the best. I mean, I wouldn't want it any other way. I want to see what we have and see how much we can compete against the top tier. And I mean, the environment is the only thing that we've been trying to preach to everybody, that we don't need to let the environment get too much, because I mean, obviously we haven't played in front of a crowd like that at all.
Tell me about this HBCU event. I mean, you said you were a part of it last year, but just the importance that this event is now for HBCU schools, for minority baseball, all of it. I mean, having this event, having something to look forward to, something to work towards. How big has this event now been over the last 2 years for you guys?
Oh, it's huge. I mean, you get into that, you're getting a whole extra game. You never know, your season may have been cut short 2-3 weeks ago. You never even know. And I mean, you get another game to go out there and perform your skills, to see what you got out there in front of scouts and everything. And I mean, you couldn't ask for anything better. Just another chance to get seen.
There's a lot of scouts and coaches and things like that were there last year. And I'm sure now with, the way that, I mean, me and CJ talked about, they didn't really promote it as much last year. They were kind of late to getting started with promoting it. They promoted it for a while now this year, and I expect to see even more there. And, just to be in front of those guys and have that opportunity. How big is that for a baseball player, just to have that chance to be in front of those type of guys?
That chance is, everything. That might be the chance that player has been waiting for his whole life. You never know. All you got to do is impress one person. That's all it takes. And you can change your life. It doesn't get bigger or better than that.
We're seeing the push for minority baseball players grow even more, especially over the last 5-6 years. And number one, why do you think that is? And then number two, have you also seen the game really grow within the minority community?
Yeah, I've been at a HBCU now this is my 4th year. And it's definitely got a lot more even with talent wise. There's a lot of dudes coming in here that are ready to play as a freshman. They're going out there and getting a lot better players. Everything's just getting better. The facilities to weight rooms to meal plans. Everything's just slowly starting to get the same recognitions as the other D1s are getting.
The Hoover Met was cool last year, but being at Truist this year, how much more does that make guys anticipate being, a part of this event this weekend?
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that, playing at the Braves Stadium. Shoot, anybody would die for that. That's one of the biggest things I'm upset about I can't make.
Tell me what the keys are for you guys this weekend. Going up to Knoxville, what's going to let Alabama State come away successful?
We're going to have to pitch it well, defend it well, and swing it well. And really, we just on the mound, we got to win the evens, staying ahead, no 2-out walks, obviously. And then at the plate, we gotta swing at strikes and take balls, and we just gotta play clean defense in the field. We do all the above, we should have a good chance to come out with a W.
When you start off with the number one team, is it very key to not let that game determine how the weekend's going to go? Whether you win, lose, not getting too high after a win, not getting too low after a loss. How important is that going to be for you guys, being able to bounce back and know no matter what, we're going to have 2-3 other games that we have to win this weekend?
Yes, sir. All our coach really preaches is Friday night. That's all we're focusing on is Friday night. It's all hands on deck. We're going to go out there and give it our best chance to win game one. After game one, that's when we move our sights on to game two, whoever that may be. That's all we're going to be focused on at that point. But as of right now, all we're doing is focus on game one. It just so happens to be Tennessee.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, congratulations on a great season for you guys this year, and congratulations on being selected for the HBCU All Star Game, even though you're not going to get to participate in it. It's like I told Cory, you are getting to go and do something that a lot of people would dream of. And, there's a lot of other teams out there that would definitely trade spots with you guys this weekend. So good luck to you guys. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it goes for y'all this weekend.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir.
I now want to welcome in Kelvin Reese from Stillman College and the MVP of last year's HBCU All Star Game, and he'll be making a return. But instead of being in Hoover this year, it's going to be over in Atlanta at Truist Park. And Kelvin, kind of just starting with that, look, the Hoover Met's great. I mean, it was a fun event last year. It's a great place to play baseball. It's not the Brave Stadium, though. So getting to go over and play at Truist Park, I mean, just how much more fun is this going to be? And how much more do you feel like guys are looking forward to it, having that opportunity to go play in a Major League Baseball stadium?
Oh, man, it's a big and awesome opportunity to first be honored with that award of being an HBCU All Star. And then having the opportunity to go and play at a Major League field, man, it's very awesome, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
You were named MVP of the game last year, and, it was a game that for the most part was dominated by pitching. And so, I mean, tell me how you were able to have a lot of success in that game and just what it was like for you to get to be a part of that and be around some of the players you were able to be around last year.
In games such as big ones like this, it's so easy to get caught up in trying to do so much, and I just tried to slow the game down, just have fun and go out there and do my best, and that's what happened, and the result paid off.
You guys were coached by two former Major League Baseball players last year, and getting to be around them and talk to them and learn some things from them, and how cool was that part of it?
It was amazing, especially amazing. It's always amazing to meet MLB players or former MLB players, and just the learning, the aspect of it, the learning part is always amazing. I always go out and be able to learn something each and every day, whether it's coming from someone such as big as them or not, so it's always great.
I remember when I was playing, we would play against some people, and I'd be like, I don't like that dude. There's something about him I don't like, and but then you kind of go be around them, and you're like, what, this guy's actually okay. Was there anybody that was kind of like that for you last year, where when y'all played each other, you were maybe like, nah, I don't like this dude, or don't like the way he competes. But then when you got there, maybe made friends with him, and actually was like, this guy's a little bit better than I thought he was.
No, actually, from day one, everybody was cool, and they were ready to, be able to talk and share advice, and everybody was pretty nice.
Yeah. Having this event, with the HBCU schools and things like that, how important is that for HBCU baseball? And do you see it making guys want to go be a part of HBCU programs now even more than wanting to go to, some regular Division I program and do stuff like that?
Absolutely. The more events, and as you said, we'll be playing at the Brave Stadium, man. That's going to inspire a lot of people to possibly want to go to a HBCU so they could be a part of such events such as this. So, yes, I think it's huge and great for HBCUs.
Tell me about your year at Stillman this year, and, how you felt like that you played, how you felt about your team this year, and kind of how things went for y'all this season.
Things this season as a team wasn't too great, but I felt like we accomplished some things. Still some things you need to work on, of course, as always, but I feel like this season was a better step than last year's season. So as far as progress, I feel like we did pretty well.
What about from an individual standpoint? How did you feel about your performance this year?
I definitely feel like there were some other things I could have did better, but as from an individual standpoint, I'm okay with how my season ended. But as I said, I would have liked to have done some things better. But I'm glad I'm here, and I was honored with the award, and yeah, I'm grateful.
How good of a feeling is it? Last year when you got selected for this, and then, getting selected again for a second year to go back and be a part of it, when you get that call, and only about 60 guys are getting to do this. So how good of a feeling is that for you? It's
amazing. It's amazing to be categorized with some of the best players around the HBCUs. So it's a hard feeling to explain. Man, I'm really grateful, and I thank God each and every day for my God-given abilities, and I just continue to keep striving.
Just got done talking with a couple guys from Alabama State, and even though you're at Stillman up there and stuff, them going up to Knoxville, and I know y'all are going to be playing Friday night, but are you going to be kind of cheering for them and hoping that they go up there and do really well to represent the HBCUs?
Of course. Yes, absolutely. And me personally, I'm from Montgomery, so they're right around the corner, so I will absolutely be cheering for them.
Yeah, it's an awesome opportunity for them to go. It's like I was telling you, they were like, it's a little bittersweet. Like, I want to go be a part of the All Star Game, but there's a lot of people that would kind of trade places with them, and would love to get the opportunity to go be one of those 64 teams still getting to play baseball right now.
Right. Yes, sir.
When you think about this event, being at Truist Park, that type of stuff, what are you looking forward to most about that part? You know, the being at Truist Park, being in a Major League Baseball stadium, and just having that setting around you.
Just feeling the atmosphere. I know it's going to be a completely different atmosphere from the Hoover Met. So yeah, just adjusting to the atmosphere and learning as much as I can. Really focused on the learning aspect of this event, and so that's going to be the main focus.
You feel like that your nerves are not going to be as high as they maybe were last year, just because you experienced in this event.
Absolutely, but you got once the lights click on and it's game time, you got to find a way to put it away. Absolutely.
Being a returning guy, do you feel like you're going to be one of those that some of the first year guys, you know, maybe giving them some advice and, you know, kind of talking to them, trying to calm them down maybe before the game, things like that?
Yeah, I think it'll be a mutual thing. I think everybody will be a bit nervous and everybody will be trying to calm everybody down, you know, just telling them to relax, because if you get out there and you're a bit uptight, that's when the problems start. So you want to be loose when you're on the field. So if somebody feels that way or anything, then, you know, it's always good to try to help them out, because we want everybody to succeed.
We've really seen a big push, especially to me over the last, you know, 6 to 10 years, of the minority groups and pushing them towards baseball and trying to get them more involved with baseball and things like that. How pleased are you with the way that people have done that, and the way that, you know, you are seeing more people want to get involved, more minority wanting to get involved with baseball and to play this sport?
I'm very pleased. And I think MVP is a wonderful organization because they can consider baseball as a dying sport. So to see people go out and minorities go out and want to play baseball is very pleasing.
What are you really trying to showcase in this event this weekend? Like, what's one thing that you know, that no matter how this goes, if you get this done, or you know, feel like that you show this off, that you accomplish something this weekend?
Just my abilities. Any and everything. I'm gonna go out throughout all the events and attack it hard. Whatever event comes up, I'm just gonna go out there, you know, and try my best.
I thought that the kids camp part was one of the coolest things last year.
Yeah.
Those guys getting to come out and be around you guys. You could see it on their faces, just the way they kind of looked at y'all. And you know, y'all get to kind of be superstars for that time period. Are you looking forward to that part of this again this week?
I am. Yes, sir, I am. Last year it was a big part of it. Being able to help them and teach them some things, and for them to actually sit there and take the time out to learn, and you know, it means a lot. And I'm glad we've entered that into this.
What's your biggest advice that you could give to, you know, any baseball players out there? I mean, white, black, Latino, whatever it is. I mean, just what would be your advice on how to get to where you are playing college baseball and having a chance to be on one of the biggest stages in an all-star event?
You just got to remember to keep pushing. Baseball is a frustrating sport. It can be very frustrating, but you just got to remember, you just got to keep pushing, because at the end, it'll pay off at the end. You just got to keep pushing. If you can keep that in your mind, then you'll be good.
Kelvin, really appreciate you taking the time to join me
Thank
here,
you.
and good luck to you this week, man. It's an awesome event, and I'm looking forward to seeing how things go for all you guys this week.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
And I want to welcome in Jalan Daniels and Josh Lewis from the Tuskegee University baseball team, and members of now the HBCU All Star Game that will be at Truist Park this weekend. First off, to both of you guys, congratulations on your selection to be a part of this event in the HBCU All Star Game this weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So, I mean, Jalan, tell me a little bit. I mean, how much does this mean to you to have this opportunity to go compete with the best HBCU baseball players that we can find, and to not only get to do that, but to go and be at Truist Park as well this weekend?
Well, playing at Truist Park, that's always been a dream of mine, being from Atlanta. But me and Josh, we played in the All-Star Game last year. So to be selected again, it's an honor to know that we're worthy of that competition, and just to play again, you know, it feels great.
Josh, how about for you? I mean, tell me what it's like for you to get to be selected again, to get to be a part of this event again, and to know that you were able to put together a body of work this season that obviously caught the eyes of a lot of coaches around the HBCUs.
I understand. Yeah, it's a real honor to be able to be selected again, man. It was kind of just surreal being able to play at a MLB stadium and just being able to compete with the best of the best HBCUs, and it's just a real honor to be able to have that have that have that feel and just being able to play with other people like you, and being able to do it on a big setting is just going to be great.
Yeah, it's like I was telling a couple of other guys I talked to. I mean, look, the Hoover Met's great. I love the Hoover Met. It's a great setting for baseball. But I mean, like for you, Jalan, you talked about you're from Atlanta. You're getting to go back home to do it at Truist Park, to play in a major league stadium, and for this event to go from basically a AA ballpark, which is what the Hoover Met was designed for the Barons, to now playing in a major league stadium. What does that say about this event and just the growth of the HBCU All Star Game in such a short period of time?
I say it's a dream come true, because I mean, a lot of guys might get drafted, but it's not too many guys that actually make it to the majors and get to pitch at a major league field. So that's definitely a lifelong memory that everybody will remember. Just everybody in the game included gonna remember this for the rest of their life. So I think that's amazing.
What about for you, Josh? I mean, having the chance to be in a major league stadium, a major league setting, and to have that type of opportunity. I mean, just how big is that for you, and how big is it for everybody that's a part of this event to have the chance to go and be at a major league stadium, and especially it being the Braves, with it being so local down here in the Southeast?
Yeah, it's major. I feel like it's definitely something that'll never leave my memory. Just being able to go there and play. Like I went to a game not even a couple weeks before, realizing that I was going to be able to be a MVP All Star, and just being able to play at the Braves Stadium. And I go and see the Braves Stadium and them play in action, and just thinking like, man, I get to play on this field soon. It was just kind of surreal to me to be able to see that,
Jalan, being a part of this event last year, what was maybe your favorite part of the event and getting to do this last season?
My favorite part probably would have been networking and connecting with all the other players and just meeting everybody, because you never know. We all not going to play baseball. Some of us going to go be judges or doctors, or just we might be in the baseball world any type of way. So just knowing those guys and meeting those guys and creating that bond that's going to last a lifetime was the best moment for me.
What about for you, Josh? I mean, what did you really enjoy the most about being a part of this event and having the opportunity to get to be around all the different guys y'all were able to be around last year, being a part of the HBCU All Star Game?
Yeah, it was really just that, man. Just the camaraderie and just being able to be around everybody around the country, just being on the same caliber as you, and just being able to play with some guys that really love the game of baseball and enjoy being there. It was just being able to connect with people before they came, and just how other people. It was just a great. It was always there. I know this year is going to be way more enjoyable. Just being able to be on a bigger setting and doing a lot more this year, I feel it's going to be great.
For both of you guys, Jalan, you can start it, and then Josh, you can follow after he said. But the kids camp, having the kids be around and them getting to come out there, and for that moment, y'all kind of get to be the superstars, the major league players to those guys, and seeing their faces last year, the way they were looking up to you guys. That has to be also one of the coolest parts about this, is having that opportunity to go and, be able to give back and encourage some kids to maybe be in y'all's shoes in about 10, 12 years.
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's definitely an honor to just get put in that stage to be a role model for someone, and just to, in the next 10 years, who knows where this All-Star Game is going to be. So for them to see it when it first started, or just to see us there, and then for us to maybe come back and then see them there, I feel like that would be very special for everybody. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying that it was very they're really energetic and they love the game of baseball, and I love the game of baseball. So it was always a good time when we had the kids camp. So.
Getting to get coached by two Major League Baseball players last year. I mean, how cool is it to go be around them and get to talk to them? And I even heard them in the dugout. I mean, really explaining stuff to you guys and kind of talking about, hey, in the Major League dugout, this is what we were looking for. This is what we were doing. And how cool is that just to be around them and to get to learn from them for 2 days?
Well, it was cool for me. I used to play with Ricky Weeks on the video game all the time.
Yeah.
So when I finally got to meet him, that was special. And then for him to be my coach, I was like, man. So that was just a special moment for me, and just to get to know, just to talk to him about how to be a professional and how to carry yourself on and off the field, and just having fun with the game and all. So it was just nice to get that knowledge from somebody that you idolize. And then this year, we my coach is Marquise Grissom, and he's an Atlanta legend. So it gets no better.
It was just a great experience just to being able to be there on a team with major league players that have been there before, and just understand the game at that level, and just being able to pick their brain on different kinds of stuff that I had questions about, and just things of that nature. So yeah.
What did you two probably learn the most, being a part of this game and being around some of the other players, talking to some of those guys, and, I'm sure y'all talked about what their place was like and some of the things that they've learned and do and that type of stuff. What were y'all two really able to take away from being around just the other players that were a part of that event last year as well?
Just being able to just see how other programs are. My fault. Yeah, just being able to be how some other programs are, and just being able to see what kind of drills they did, maybe some that they do maybe can help us. I also got close to one of the guys, and he helped me start gaining weight back. And I had some stomach disease that ate a lot of food in my belly, or ate a lot of food in my stomach. And it was deteriorating my metabolism. So he helped me kind of get on like a little protein weight gain schedule, and it kind of helped me. So just being able to be around guys and just have different ideas around you and just different mindsets, and it was great. So
I would say for me, just knowing that I kind of pride myself on like perfection, or just trying to every time I go out there just trying to succeed and perfect everything, and just knowing that other guys are not in a bad way, but other guys are failing too. You know what I mean? So it's just failure is a part of the game, and just knowing that other guys that are the same caliber as you are, going through the same battles and struggles on the field, it kind of just lets you know, or kind of confirms what you already know is baseball, a failing sport. So I'd say that's kind of one of the things I learned.
And going off that, Jalan, obviously minority baseball prospects has been their biggest thing is pushing minority baseball, trying to get more minorities involved with baseball and things like that. Is that one of the biggest keys to really understand if you're going to get involved with this sport, you better understand you're going to fail a lot more than you're going to succeed playing baseball?
Yeah, most definitely. This is like they say, you hear 1,000 times. It's the only game that you can succeed if you go 3 out of 10. There's no other sport you can do anything 3 out of 10 and be successful. And it takes years of failing to understand that that's part of the game. But then it also learns to teach you about life. You're gonna fail a lot in life, but either way, you're gonna succeed one way or another. Or just like you're gonna get that little bloop hit, or that bad, just in case, something gonna go your way in life.
Josh, for you going and being a part of this event, what's going to make you come away from this and say, hey, this was a successful event for me, and I'm really pleased with, how all this kind of really came about?
Just being able to be a part of it, to be honest. Just being selected for it is just an honor in itself. Like just being able to go out there on a major league field and to show everybody what I have. And I feel like for me, what's going to make me happy when I walk away is just knowing that I went out there and played my hardest, and then just having the guys around me play their hardest. So it'll be a good, entertaining game. And at the end of the day, I just hope that everybody has a good time as I will.
What about for you, Jalan? What's going to make you walk away saying, hey, this was very successful for me, and I'm really pleased with how this went?
Just walking in the stadium, it's just always been a dream for me to even play there. So just walking, my first step in the stadium, I'm done. It's made for me, so that's cool with me. Just one step in the stadium, that's all I want.
Obviously, for you two, Coach Holland kind of dropped a bomb on everybody, announcing that he was stepping away from the Tuskegee program, and he's going to be moving over to do stuff with minority baseball prospects now. But kind of just talk about him and his leadership and what he did at Tuskegee, and the legacy that he is kind of leaving as a coach there.
I'm sorry, it was breaking up for me.
I was just saying, just kind of talk about Coach Holland a little bit, and really the legacy he's leaving there at Tuskegee. With what he did, now moving over to do some stuff with minority baseball prospects, but leaving Tuskegee the way that he's leaving it and the things that he did there. Just kind of talk about what he was able to accomplish, and how he's leaving that program now better than he found it.
I would say Coach Hollins is a one of a kind guy. I only been there for 2 years, but from what I heard, Coach Hollins has been there since he was a player. He was the first ever head coach there. When Josh was there, he didn't even have a field. He was going to Montgomery for years, and I came back with luxury. Well, I came there with luxury. I got to play on Washington Field for my first year and play again. But for someone to build something up from the ground, it's my dog right here. Someone to build something up from the ground and just, stick with it and spend a majority of his life to a program and really loving the school and loving the program. I definitely think that makes him an amazing guy. And to go to MVP, I think it's going to be special as well, just because you got a guy like that running it. So.
Yeah, definitely. Just seeing the progress, man. It was like he really did it from the ground up. Like just being there for 5 years, just getting there freshman year, seeing the field, man, and seeing the field now. Like he never stops working. It's always something that he's working on. And he loved the game of baseball, and baseball was his life. And you can just tell that by just being around him. He has the great knowledge of baseball. It's just seeing him work. It just kind of brings me joy, just because like he doesn't have the opportunity to be in the game, but he'll do anything to be around the game. And you can just tell by his actions, and that man loves the game, and I really appreciate him for whatever he goes on to do and what he's done for me and with everybody around him. So, and you can just tell by the way he carries himself. He just radiates baseball, man. It's just a different kind of spirit he has. So.
Guys, really, really appreciate both of y'all taking the time to come on and join me on here. And good luck to you guys. Congratulations on being selected for this All-Star event, getting to do this again for the second year, and this time getting to go over and be at Truist Park and be at the Brave Stadium. So wish you guys nothing but luck, and really looking forward to seeing how things go for y'all this weekend.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good one.
You too. Yeah, have a good one.
And I want to welcome in Jarrell Calhoun from Minority Baseball Prospects, putting on the Minority Baseball Prospects HBCU All Star Game for the second year now. And Jarrell, this event was in Hoover last year at the Hoover Met, and it's like I told some of the other guys I talked to, I love the Hoover Met. It's a great place. I mean, obviously it hosts the SEC tournament. It had the Barons forever, but now to get to go to Truist Park, the home of the Braves, home of the World Series champs. How big is this for this event to, in 1 year, get to make that type of move from, basically a AA stadium to now a Major League Baseball park?
Well, to that point, Caleb, man, it's real good. We've been, meeting the right people, touching the right people, and a lot of people been hearing about us. So a lot of people been wanting to get a helping hands to help us out, help our organization out. And, the Braves came in and they saw what we've been doing in the past, now, and future, and they wanted to get involved with us, and we're very grateful as an organization to be able to, to play, to have this platform in Truist Park, the home of the World Series champions. So yeah, the kids very excited. I'm excited. Everyone is very elated about it, and we just ready to get it going, get it rolling.
Talk with a couple of guys from Alabama State who are not going to be able to compete in the event because they're going to be going up and playing in a regional. And just, I mean, how big is that for you guys? I mean, getting to go up there to Knoxville and to be a part of that, and to, you know, obviously for them, they kind of say it's bittersweet. They love to go play at the Brave Stadium and to go be a part of this event, but still one of 64 teams still getting to play Division I baseball right now. That's got to speak a lot of volumes as well for HBCUs and to be on that stage and have this type of opportunity.
Yeah, you're right, Caleb. And sadly, happy but sadly, we're sad that they can't participate, and because we definitely wanted to see Breon and Cory, especially Cory. A lot of people wanted to see Cory, but now they just have to tune in on Friday and catch Cory playing against, see him hit bombs against Tennessee, and we're very happy. But as an organization and myself, as being an employee of Alabama State, I'm very happy for our team. Coach Vasquez, Coach Clark, those guys put in countless of hard work trying to recruit guys, get the guys prepared to play, practice times and everything. They're actually about to get ready to practice now. So they've been working very hard. The team been playing very good. The camaraderie is very good around the team, the culture. So we're very happy and we're very proud of the guys for making it to the tournament. And I know we'll go out there and get Tennessee something to show for.
I bet your mind Friday is going to be all over the place because you're going to be worrying about this game and have all that going on. But I know at some point you're going to want to tune in and see how your guys are doing up there in Knoxville. And so what's that going to be like for you on Friday?
Well, Friday, we're really going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow, Wednesday, we'll start off with our social gathering with the players. We're doing awards, kind of recognition show with those guys, giving some awards. We have a social gathering, meet and greet with the parents and players, and a lot of vendors, a lot of people that want to be around the game involved. So we're gonna have that. On Thursday, we'll have our kids clinic. So our kids clinic is broken down between ages of 5 to 12, and they'll go through their times. They'll get a chance to be with the All Stars, interact with them, touch them, feel them, ask them questions, learn, get some pointers from them. And also we have it broken down. So some kids actually get a chance to tour the stadium with half of the All Stars, and they get a chance, kind of be like a big brother. They get a chance to hang out with those, and then we'll flip flop and bring those kids to the field, and the kids that's on the field, they'll go and tour the stadium. And following that, we will have the home run derby. And the home run derby, the kids will be able to go out on the field. They'll be able to shag balls, catch some fly balls, be a part of the atmosphere and everything. Coke has came in and sponsored the kids clinic and the home run derby. So it's gonna be an MLB experience for the players and the kids. They'll be able to shag balls like I told you earlier. And the kids and the hitters, they'll be able to hit, get their break, get them a nice beverage and everything, get towels and all that type of stuff. So it's gonna be a real good experience, because on the HBCU level, a lot of teams collectively and a lot of players don't get that type of platform or atmosphere. So we're very happy to be able to put this on for those guys.
Tell me about last year's event, and just when y'all walked away from the Hoover Met after the game ended, which was a great game, and the game itself was so competitive last year with the guys that ran it, the way that the game went. But when y'all left the Hoover Met last year, how did y'all feel about how everything went? And especially with the fact, it's like we talked about last year, y'all didn't get to even promoting it, as soon as y'all wanted to, and, getting some stuff out about it. You still had a great crowd there. And so, how did y'all feel about the way it went last year and how successful year one was?
Well, I can say from an organization standpoint, we felt good. We felt very well overall. But also, in between, it's some stuff that we may want to do or we couldn't do, or maybe some organizations that we didn't get a chance to reach out, that reached out to us that we didn't know about. So, in year one, you do a lot of things, and also you make some mistakes. So we went back behind the drawing board. We looked at all our flaws. We looked at all the things that we did well, that we didn't do well, that we can do better. And to make year two a better experience. And kind of like now, we in year 2 and we have Truist Stadium. We have a lot of things that's going on. And it's also going to be some things that we probably didn't do that we could do that we can take into year 3. So we just growing. We're very happy and blessed as an organization to be able to be in this position. And I'm very happy myself to be able to be in this position that Alex put me in. And I'm just blessed and happy that he's, helping a lot of people out.
Yeah, I mean, talk about Alex and, getting this going, the minority baseball prospects, turn this into what it's kind of turned into now. I mean, with you guys adding employees left and right now. And I mean, it's really blown up into being one of the big premier organizations in the Southeast now. Just what he's done for this organization and what he's done for minority baseball in general.
Well, Alex, I can say for one, man, he's a hard worker. And I mean, me personally, you run through a brick wall for somebody that's putting in the same work, or he's asking you to put in the same work that he's doing. He roll his sleeves. He'll roll his sleeves up just like I will. And for him, to start this in 2020 when we had COVID, when, the world's at a standstill, everybody kind of can sit down and think and have time. And he launched this. And from the time he launched it, it kind of, taking off for greater heights. He coached where he resigned, where he stepped down now from Redan High School, but he coached at one of the premier Black high schools in the country, Redan High School. And if anyone doesn't know or know, you can Google that and do your research. And he kind of puts out 15. When I first heard about him, he put out 15 kids in one season with Dunye that pitches at Vanderbilt right now. He played at Redan High School. Taj Bradley. Taj Bradley, which is the #1 pitcher for the Tampa Bay Devil Rays right now. He pitches for the Montgomery Biscuits right now. Played at Redan High School. So that's 2 people that I'm naming that had a real big impact on him and, each other in his program, man. He puts out countless kids per year that his high-end kids may get drafted. His middle kids may go SEC, ACC, and the other kids go to a HBCU. So, I mean, what guy, I don't know a lot of guys, especially Black guys, that's doing that on this level in baseball. So for him to be able to do this and be such a homegrown, down-to-earth guy and be able to do this on this level, man, I mean, I can't speak enough on this guy, man. He's a very good guy. And like I say, he's been very good to myself personally and my family.
How much have you seen minority baseball prospects really help grow the game amongst minorities?
It's grown a lot. We have a mascot. We have a mascot called Swaggy, and Swaggy has his gear. He has his helmet, his bat. He has all his powers. We're gonna have a mascot there at the game, so the kids will be able to go out and touch him, feel him, take pictures with him, and be able to have that person that they can see, they can dream about, like kind of like how we did when we was kids and all. So they get to do that. We have a lot of things surrounding the game. We have a homecoming concert, like pregame pep rally before the game. We have some very popular rappers that's going to come, like Rich Homie Quan, K Camp. They're going to come and headline the game and do some activities around the game. So, I mean, that's growing in baseball in the community. I say, especially in the Black community, because they don't have nobody to look up to see to do these type of things. Mostly in the Black community, we have football and basketball, but now we're able to bring baseball back again in the Black communities, and I'm very happy to be a part of the village that's doing it.
One of the things that we discussed last year when we talked was, trying to grow the game and things like that. And one of the biggest issues right now with baseball is baseball's kind of outpricing itself, with the way that travel ball is and how much it costs, how much it costs to get a bat, how much it costs to get a glove, to get balls, things like that. Yeah. How do you feel like we can kind of fix that part of it and make the game a little bit, to where it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to get involved with playing baseball at such a young age?
Well, Caleb, I say from from our aspect as an organization, I think we're fixing it now. We're on the groundwork fixing it now. And I can say this, me and you both know showcases cost a lot of money. They can get up between, on the low end, maybe 350 plus. At our showcases cost about $150, and you get probably way more product, way more scouts, way more everything than what you would get maybe sometimes at your perfect game showcase, and sometimes just your local showcases that's going around in your local cities and towns and everything. We offer a whole lot of things at our events that we're trying to, just get out in the community more, get people knowing about us and getting involved, and let them know that, hey, it doesn't cost a lot of money to come to our events, and let us help you.
What are you looking forward to most about this event this weekend? Just getting to see all these guys and putting this on again. What are you the most excited about?
I'm most excited about the kids clinic, Caleb. We probably had, last year we probably had about 350 kids. This year we up to 2,000. So I'm very happy to see that. I want to see the kids go out and learn from I just say Kelvin Reese and Joshua Lewis and Jaden Dames, some of the guys you interviewed earlier. I want to see the kids interact with the players. I want to see the players interact with the kids. I want to see the players show a kid that may not know how to get a ground ball, teach them how to field the ground ball. And hopefully that kid can leave out of our event knowing how to field the ground ball. I want our kids to be able to, like I say, touch the players, feel them, ask them questions, go to the coaches that's ask them questions, be able to talk to them, take pictures, run around doing a home run derby, fall down, dive for some balls, catch some balls, throw them around. That's the part I want to see. I want to see the fans. I want to see the fans come in and be pumped up about the game, about everything that's surrounding the game. That's what I want to see. That'll make me happy. And secondly, I want to see the game. I definitely want to see the players, but I'm also on the kids side. I want to see the kids.
Jarrell, really, really appreciate you taking the time. Appreciate you setting up the interviews with all the other guys, and really, really looking forward to seeing this event again. And wish you guys luck in making this happen again. And hopefully year 2 is even better than year 1 and sets it up for even more success in the future for you guys.
Hey, thank you, Caleb, man. You was one of the first guys to interview us, and I mean, we appreciate you, and you will forever be involved with us in the platform that we have. Just because I've been following you, afar before we met, and you always done good interviews. I always heard good things about you. So, I mean, we appreciate you, because you could have told us. Everybody else that told us yes could have told us no, but nobody told us no so far. So, I mean, we're very happy, and we always gonna be loyal to our day ones, as we say.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate it, man, and really looking forward to this event this weekend.
All right, Caleb, man. If you need anything, now in the future, man, don't hesitate to call us, man. We got you.
Will do. I appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
All right, you too, man.
It's going to do it for us on the ALABCA podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed listening to some of these athletes, and obviously Jarrell as well coming on. Appreciate him taking the time. Jarrell's been really fun to talk to and to keep up with, and to see everything that he has going on, as well as Alex White's there with minority baseball prospects as well. And then Coach Holland's there from Tuskegee now, making the move over to help out with minority baseball prospects also. I mean, in 2 years, this organization has blown up. They've gotten this All Star Game started. It's moved from Hoover to Truist Park now in Atlanta, and it's getting more and more attention. As Jarrell said, I mean, the kids clinic has gone from about 350 kids last year to about 2,000. And so, I mean, it just shows that people are recognizing this event, finding out about this event, and it's really happened really quickly for these guys. So I want to appreciate all the players that came on and took the time to talk with me and talk about this event, and good luck to the Alabama State players getting to go up and do something that a lot of kids dream of, getting to play in the NCAA regionals, and they're going to get to do it, chance to knock off the number 1 team in the country. It's going to be a lot of fun to keep up with that. And if you aren't watching that game, try to find a way to either get over to Truist Park or watch the HBCU All Star Game. Going to be some great baseball play out there at Truist Park on Friday night. So that'll do it for us. We'll be back with more here on the ALABCA podcast in the future.